Today I'm changing the oil on my Renault Clio 200. This is an entertainment video, not a how-to video. Right, I've undone the rear mounts. I've got one here and one there. There's three on the front, one here, which I've got a zip tie on at the moment, and one here. Some scissors. Let's see if I can find a bolt for this one when I put it back together. Left-handed. Not good. My mistake, there's a Torx there by the looks of it. This is the radiator support everyone worries about. It's really rusty. Well, it's got loads of surface rust, but it's solid. I have to make it a project to rub it down. I'll treat it and rub it down. Give it a lick of paint. Here's the oil I like to use. Titan Race Pro S 5W40. Genuine Renault oil filter. That's to undo your sump plug. And here's the strap spanner I like to use. There you go. You see with the bonnet open, there's the oil filter. Just there. In relation to look at the sump completely upside down. So here's my sump plug tool, just fits straight into a 15mm socket. Make sure you're ratcheting off. You want to strip the thread on the sump. Just going to crack it. There we go, cracked. 8,000 miles old, black as can be. I always change at 8,000 miles, otherwise it just starts burning oil. So obviously means the oil ain't doing its job. Anyway, I'll go and release the filler plug so it comes out a bit easier. eBay special. Nice. Bit of oil around the seal, just stops the friction. Just make sure it seals up correctly. Make sure when you're putting the oil filter on, you only do it hand tight and don't cross thread it. Always use a new washer on your sun plug. And again, take your time, don't cross thread it, finger tight, and then get your tool out and torque it up. Don't ask me what the torque is, I'm just going to tighten it. That's what I always do, just don't strip it. Okay, that's tight without being stupid. I'm going to chuck 4.5 litres in, see where I am with that. I like to get rid of any of the oil with a bit of brake fluid, with a bit of brake cleaner. Just make sure it doesn't smell. That'll all evaporate off. A copper slip any bolts before they go back in. It's worth noting there's a little lip which has to be slotted in. Just goes in up there, and then you can put your bolts in. Well, that's the first 3 in. You're just looking at doing them tight. Last thing you want to do is shear them off. If you've got an old plastic dipstick, it's probably on borrowed time. Imagine the plastic gets hot and cold all the time. Got this from Renault Parts Direct. Obviously it's a metal one, that ain't going to snap. I was lucky, mine snapped off just here, so it wasn't too bad, but imagine if that snapped off further down. Anyway, preventive maintenance. Going to need some more oil, another 1/2 litre. I'll take this down the tip, dispose of it properly. So I like to run the engine up for a couple of minutes and then check the oil after that, just so it all return to the sump. Then I know it's definitely going to be where it needs to be, and the oil filter's now got oil in it as well. It's spot on, it's right up to that second mark now. So to reset that service light, I just held this down for 10 to 12 seconds. As you can see, that reset the service light to 12,000 miles. There we go. So just in case one of the containers leaks, I've put all the containers in the sledge with a plastic bag over them. So if it does leak, it's got somewhere for the oil to go. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video.